What's good, everyone? How's everyone doing? Chics and Flics on location, as we always do. You know, the young ladies always have me working. Shout out to Erica Modique Williams and Kizzy E. Franklin. And I'm here with one of the stars. Well, actually, you know, main star of Loretta at this event screening here, the festival. So tell us a little something about yourself first, your name, and what do you do?
Well, my name is Letitia Cooper. I go by Tisha Monet. I'm known as Tisha Monet, the media enthusiast. I'm a freelance digital editor, and I'm also the chief content officer for What's Hot in HipHop.com. So that's what I do outside of acting.
Okay, so what got you into acting? You have this background in, you know, editing, and you like me, I like behind the camera. The fact that y'all see me in front of the camera is unique. Yeah. So how did you go from being behind the camera to in front of the camera?
Well, it began working with Erica Williams on her A Woman Scorned trilogy. So she casted me as one of the actors for her for the series, and Anthony was also assigned on that project as an editor, and he seen me and then wanted me for Loretta, and I'm on Loretta, and now I'm going to also be in his next film, Best Friends.
Okay, so was this your first film?
This is my first full-length film, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so tell us what's the difference from being, to you, behind and in front? Is it more, you like more than the other, or?
I honestly like both equally. I like behind because you get to create and like create the image that you really want. I like being in front because you really get to give off that emotion and be that person, whomever it is that you're acting, like that you're playing. It's really the best of both worlds. Like the talent part of it, of the acting and stepping into another character, and then behind the creativity part of it, which is the editing, you know, cutting things up and making it look smooth and fresh, and you know, it just adds a touch to, you know, the acting. So I like both. Yeah.
So have you done any filming of yourself?
Not like movies or anything like that. No, I haven't. But I am thinking about getting into that though.
You are?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Give us kind of a sneak preview. What would it be like? The content, what type of movie? Horror, comedy?
Definitely horror.
Horror.
Everyone who knows me knows I love horror films.
Okay.
I absolutely love, but I am that girl that will close my eyes. It's crazy.
It's crazy. All right, favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie? Well, I have a lot, but most recently it has to be the Insidious 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I liked all of them.
Okay, she like horror movies.
So I love horror movies. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell everybody where they can reach you, your social media page, and also if people out there, directors, you need some editing, you might want to check this lady out. Give them all your info, please.
So I'm at Tisha Monet, Instagram, Facebook. That's TishaMonee. For email inquiries, it's tishamonet.c@gmail.com.
All right, man. I appreciate it. And we're going to see you back here on the 21st.
Yep.
Where it's going to be lights, camera, action.
All over again.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
All right, thank
you. All right, y'all. Welcome again, Chics and Flics on location at the film festival out here at Cineplex 12. I said that right, 12, right? I jacked so many names up. They do a lot of big things out here. And this is one of those event screenings of Loretta, which this is the big star of the film. So we gave it a little prequel here before the big bash. And it definitely got to come out on the 21st.
Yes.
So we're here with Pamela. So tell us a little something about yourself first before we talk about the movie and other things you do and other things that you have going on right now.
Well, I just graduated from William-Patterson, studying theater comedy and a minor in psychology.
Rich people. Just had to put that out there.
I am a model instructor, creative director, also a fashion model.
Nice.
Yes, and an actress, of course. I'm actually, one of my projects that I'm working on right now is I'm walking in Fashion Week for a small boutique fashion week, which is actually tomorrow.
Nice.
I have to be up at like 5.
Well, you're so 4:30. That's how it usually is in that world.
Pretty much. Yeah, so, just keeping focused and busy, you know, staying in the game.
All right, so what difference do you see, or in your mind, the difference of being a model, being on the catwalk, the walkway, than being in front of a camera? Because you're in front of cameras anyway. But it's like, I guess, a movie scene compared to being like still shots.
Okay, well, the similarity between the two is that it's all based on emotion. Okay. So everything you do is bringing inner feeling, an inner emotion, whatever you're feeling, you're bringing that out, and you're creating something. You're creating a story. You're telling a story. So with acting, you're trying to get the audience to believe that this is who you are. This is the character that you're building. With modeling, you're trying to get the audience to believe that this is the product that they need to sell. So it's pretty much the same thing. Improvisation, I would say, is the correlation between the two.
I don't know if y'all knows. I think this lady need to be in sales because I was glued. Do you see my face? I was like, it was like, wow. All right, that's a beautiful thing. Now, was this your first film?
Yes, actually, it is my first film.
Now, was it easy convincing you to do the role, or was it like, sign me up?
No, it was pretty easy. My sister, actually, it was funny how I got casted.
Oh, let me see this story. Let's hear this story.
So basically, my sister was already casted. She plays the Erica, my best friend,
right,
in the scene, well, the film.
Right.
And she comes over to the house and she's like, "Oh, I got casted for this film. They don't know who's gonna play the lead." And there was like, he's looking for people, Anthony, the director. And then she hands me the script and she's just like, "Oh, can you help me rehearse?" So I'm helping her read the lines and she's like, "Oh, you're reading really good." So then she sends over a video of me reading the lines to him and he's like, I want her, this is her." And I'm just like, okay, sure.
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
I'm there. Now, do you think this is something you want to continue, or is it more lines of, okay, it was fun, but, you know, I want to concentrate more on the modeling side?
No, both. I love acting and I love modeling. Whenever I get an opportunity to do either or, I'm there. I love both.
So, what do you have in the future? Do you have any roles that you prefer, or any more scripts that you've had your hands on that you read for?
Well, we're working on it. I don't know if I should be saying this, but we're working on a new film called Best Friends, and I'm playing a teacher, which is funny because in Loretta I was a professor. So I guess I get the teacher role.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. All right, so please give everyone all your information, social media. When you see this film, you might want to have this young lady come read for a script. You definitely want. I know she's already phenomenal as a model. So give them all your information, please.
Well, my Instagram is Pamela Jasmine. That's PAMELAJASMINN. And my Facebook is facebook.com/Pamela's Runway. And yeah, that's where you can follow me.
And don't forget, y'all, be your butts out here the 21st. It's going to be epic, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how's everybody doing? You're here with Truth, Chics and Flics, one location, and this is an epic guest right here. This is the mind and the passion behind the film festival. So before we get into all that, I want to know a little something about you, and then please let us know why this is so important to do for independent artists.
Absolutely. So my name is Kenneth Gifford. I'm the founder. This is my second year, and it was a passion of mine and a dream, and it just felt right to get done, especially in Newark, which is the birthplace of film. You got to get it done. So for me, it's important because as an independent artist, you don't have a voice. You don't have a direction to go. So it's how do you get that image, that story that you're telling into the hands of the right people? How do you get it into the office of that director, that producer, the distribution? And for me, it was that gateway that needed to be done. And we're international, so it's amazing.
That's good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, how did you get started in this line of career? And, you know, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out here that don't want to see other people succeed and get on a certain level. So what was part of your upbringing and brought you to this?
I went to arts high school here for arts. So it was always in the art realm. Right. And then I got a job working on TV when I was in high school, and I'm not going to say what that was. But, you know, it was a passion. And then I started working behind the scenes and working on films. I've worked on Hancock, Cadillac Records, Motherhood with Uma Thurman, Minnie Driver, you know, nice. Bunch of other films. So for me, it was a passion just to keep it going and bring it home. Okay. So that's where we are now. Oh, it's wonderful.
Now, do you have anything coming up in the future that you can give us a little, you know, snippet maybe other people may not know right now?
So, yeah, you know, I'll give you something you don't know. First, you know, I hope everybody comes to the awards show. We're actually honoring Melvin Van Peebles this year on Sunday. Whoa. But I'm actually about to open a theater here in Newark. And it's a screening theater for independent filmmakers. So you'll have access 7 days a week, 365 days to show your content. That's what it's all about.
So how could individuals get in contact with you about this upcoming project you have coming up?
I'm also the director of the Newark Office of Film and Television. Wow. So you can reach me at kgifford@newarkfilmtv.org or go to the website and I'm there.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all come out, support those who support you. It was a wonderful stopping by. I appreciate it. I know you about to run, but I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all, Chics and Flics on location again. I'm Truth. The young ladies are actually giving me an opportunity to shine today, so which means y'all probably won't ever see me in front of the camera again. That's just probably pretty much how it goes here. But we have this another wonderful actress in the film, and she does a lot of other things she was telling me about. So first question, I'm going to get into it. I want to ask you, who was your first grade school crush?
No!
I told you it was going to be a crazy one. This is how we break the
Did
fear.
you say?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I gotta say a name.
I mean, yeah, give me a name. You look like you stalked him early. Like, you just probably checked his Facebook page before you came out today.
No way. Okay.
Yes.
All right. First grade. Okay. His name was Demetrius. I do remember. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
Last time you stalked him on Facebook.
No. No. This was years ago. Look, this was years ago.
2 hours.
No, it No, a friend like reconnected. Was like, guess who? Because I used to live in California.
Okay.
And that's where my first grade year, and everybody was saying, look on Facebook. He's on there now. And I said, oh, he still looks the same. Look, you're trying to get me on the camera.
Hey, this is the greatest way to break the ice. You see that fear, that all the other stuff went straight away. She's like, hold on, he just threw me on the bus right now.
Yes, you gonna put that on something?
Absolutely.
No.
It's definitely going down.
Look, they're leaving. We're
good. I'm gonna round them up. I'm gonna round them up. So, what got you into acting?
What got me?
What got you into acting? Now we know you also do modeling, but let's talk about acting right now.
Okay.
What about acting was like, I want to try that out. I want to give it a try.
You know what? Honestly, from when I was little, like I was telling the other cast members, like when Tootie was out with the roller skating and all of that, I said, that's me. I could do that. I had the ponytails and all of that going on. That was me. So that's what actually started it, like me wanting to do it. Those shows back then.
Right.
That's
so what other films have you been in besides this one?
I did. What was the other best film? Well, right now we're working on Best Friends.
Right.
I worked on upcoming film. Yes, I worked with Erica with Woman Scorn. Okay. I played the ex-girlfriend.
You did look familiar. Okay, it was so when you see somebody be like, yo, they look familiar, but I'm not really sure where.
Okay. Yep, I played the ex-girlfriend, and I was in a play. I played the best friend.
Okay, now is there a difference between the play or to being on screen?
Yes.
What's the difference?
The difference for the plays, I think, is more animated, more theatrical, more action, you know what I'm saying? Dramatic.
Right. Okay. Now, is it little pressure, less pressure, knowing because when you are on stage at Broadway, there's no cuts, there's no retakes. So is it a little more nerve-wracking, or do you just, once you hit your groove, you're on?
Oh, no, it's definitely nerve-wracking. You're nervous because you don't want to mess up. You can't cut and do it again.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's get it right the first time. Okay. Or you wing it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, tell us about modeling. How did you get into that? And compare the difference to us between the two.
For me, actually starting out with all of this, I was helping somebody do makeup.
Move a little close. You're all
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see she's trying to get away.
I started out helping somebody do makeup. Okay. I was her model for her tutorial for her makeup. Oh. And then she hooked me up with her photographer who also sold the makeup, who wanted somebody to help. And she was, throughout the time I was like, I always wanted to model, I always wanted to act. She said, girl, you've been over here selling this makeup all of this time and you never said nothing. Yeah. I said, well, I didn't really know. When in reality, I had the door right there the whole time.
Right.
Because she was a well-known photographer.
Right.
And I didn't know.
Hey, see what they said? Old especially in brown skin. They say closed mouth don't get fed.
Don't get fed. She said, girl, you better tell her that's what you want to do. Once I opened my mouth, she directed me to the right way, the avenues to check.
Right.
And I've been going ever since.
All right, so what do we have coming up in the future from you?
Like I said, The Best Friends is the next one that's coming up. And hopefully something else, more to come.
We don't hope we do. So you're definitely going to see this young lady.
Yes.
And more things. So make sure you keep looking for it. And, for you, see the film come out the 21st for the grand premiere.
Yes.
Please give them all your information where they can reach you. They want to see a model or actress. Let them know. And let them know how often you stalk your exes.
No! No stalking. Don't listen to him. That's not what I do. But you can find me.
She didn't put her hand in my pocket 5 times already.
I'm gonna
Where
kill
can they
him.
find you?
On IG, Love That Q, LUVDATQUE, and Instagram, Kwamara Jenkins.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good job. It's truth. And one of the chicks here who actually allowed me to get in front of the camera today because they're so they keep me behind closed doors. It is. I'll be trying to get in front of the camera. They be like, no, it's not happening. It is. So, how you doing today, Kizzy?
I'm doing well.
You doing well?
Yes, I'm happy.
All right. So now that I got you, I can ask you questions I didn't get an opportunity to ask you before. First things, you do a lot of Broadway, and you also do films. So could you tell us what is the difference in your mind, the difference between Broadway and film?
Broadway is more out there, like people get to see you on stage. Doing films, you're with just your cast, and you can be behind the camera.
Okay.
Broadway, you just out there. Like, you mess up, and there's no coming back from that.
So is there more preparation doing Broadway compared to doing a film where you can actually cut, rewind, retake? Where as far as Broadway, like you said, once you slip up, you have to, I guess, work through it and keep going.
Yes, there's a lot of preparation. Right now I'm in a play called My Husband Doesn't Know I'm Single, and we are practicing now.
Hold on. The name of the play is My Husband Doesn't Know I'm Single.
Yes. I'm not playing that girl, though.
I know a woman wrote this play, hands down.
No, it actually wasn't. It was a man.
His wife put him up to it, I'm telling you. So what role do you play in this?
I'm actually playing Destiny. I play a young lady that just finished college, and I'm looking for love. But I'm tired of messing with men that lie. So I'm looking for an honest guy in this play. So
okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Now
let's talk about this film.
Yes.
How did you come about playing your role, this character? And when you first read the script, was it an instant thing? I have to be in this. Mm-hmm. Or it was I got a couple of things going on. How was it?
It was, when I read the script, it was cool. And I was just like, okay. I was actually auditioning for something else first. And then we had to put that on pause. And then he was like, I want you in Loretta. And I was like, okay, let me just read it. And he was like, I think you'll be perfect. Like the funny girl, the chick. But I was a little dirty. And that's really not my character. But, it's really not. It's really not my character. But it was cool. I like playing Erica. It was different. It was different for me. Okay. And playing alongside with my sister was cool because you never know that we're actually sisters.
Right.
Nobody does.
Right. It's cool though, but she was letting us know how, the fact that she was reading for the script and how she was able to get the part was freaking phenomenal.
I actually was the one that made her be in this movie. I was like, Anthony, I got somebody. Send her a picture, and he was like, I want her. I was like, what, she look crazy like that? I was like, she look good to me in this picture.
Might run in the family, I don't know. Just saying. So do you have any other future roles coming up, or is there roles that you would like to play that you haven't had the opportunity to play yet?
I have other roles. We have a Best Friend coming up soon. We'll be starting in October. And as you know, the play that I'm going to be in, I will be filming November 4th. It's going to be in Newark. I'm not too sure of the theater. And outside of my roles I want to play somebody serious. I want to get into see if I can do being serious.
We don't do the word if. We don't do
if.
It doesn't exist. We're
Okay.
going to do the role.
Okay, sorry. We're going to do the role. Bam.
So go ahead, give everybody your social media, all your info. Let them know where they can reach you. They got upcoming films or screenplays, Broadway, and they definitely want to have you a part of their project.
My name is Kizzy E. Franklin. Please don't forget the E. You can find me on Instagram at MissLove16. My other page, Teen Too Much, and on Facebook, Kizzy E. Franklin.
All right, y'all. So you'll come out on the 21st and see this nice, funny, great film where the whole cast will be here. We're going to do it up real big. See y'all on the 21st. Welcome back, y'all. Chics and Flics. Truth. Again, girls. We bagged them and sent them somewhere. Fellas is here right now. We're talking to the minds behind Piece of Action. So first, you tell us a little something about yourselves, and we'd like to talk about the film.
Okay, I'm Mitty Murdoch. I'm one of the producers of the film. It was written by Saladin of Newark. It's a great film. You know, it's about uplifting the community and empowering the community. It was done by Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby in 1977. So, you know, we just did a remake of the film, and we brought it to the community, and you know, we did a real good thing with it.
Now, it being a remake, what was about that original film that was like, you know what, we need to bring this back because it was that great of a message?
You know what? The original film, we actually, in my opinion, we actually took the original film and we saw some elements missing that were key. And we decided that, you know what, this is a good film, and if we made it a little more relatable to the young people of today, we can push this message that, you know, a lot of people will benefit from. You know, so it's comedic. You know, the original one is really funny. You know, it's Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier. How could it not be funny? But at the same time, there were certain things that I think that we brought to it that made it a little more beneficial for our young people and the state that we're in now. That's what it was.
That's wonderful. Now, what is it about this gentleman? Because his name rings bells. I heard about it. It's the first time meeting you, but I hear your name all the time. That made you want to be a part of one of his films.
Well, you know, we've been working together for some time. We've known each other for over 20, 30 years. We just been working on different projects together. We had a project before this one. It's my brother. Like, we closely related to each other. So, you know, why wouldn't I work with him? That's Saladin of Newark. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with him, you know? So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, we do have your film, and it's going to be in other places coming up. So please let them know other places and venues where they can catch this wonderful film.
We are in Winston-Salem, North Carolina on October the 5th, and then we are in Atlanta on October the 8th. And after that, we're working out something right now with Oakland. But I'd like to take a minute just to thank the man who put this together, Mr. Kenneth Gifford, for just believing in Newark when a lot of people had given up on Newark, you know what I mean, and allowing us the opportunity to be a part of this, you know. So look for us in Atlanta, look for us in North Carolina, look for us at a store, a theater near you, and everywhere. We pushing this thing around the world.
I want to ask you this, though, because I do notice this about Newark. Newark supports each other. And you would think Newark is its own individual country because a lot of people that, you know, Hackensack and all the other places near, they don't support each other like Newark supports each other. What's the reason behind this?
I mean, because we closely knit. It's a closely knit family. Like, everybody grew up around each other. It's the largest city in New Jersey, but you know, we kind of stay connected through all different kinds of mediums, such as, you know, growing up around each other. You got social media, so people connect through there, and you know, your parents grew up with your friends' parents, and you know, so it's a long line of just building relationships with each other.
So do we have any upcoming projects you can let us know about?
October the 22nd, we start filming Please Officer Listen, I Can Explain. It's a movie that deals with police brutality. You can check us out, Saladin Newark on Facebook, Mitty Murdoch on Facebook, all of the social media platforms. Look for that video, Reversal of Fortune. It's a dope video that talks about what if the roles were reversed and what if was black was white and white is black. And you should see it on YouTube and everywhere else.
I want to thank y'all gentlemen for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure, man. Absolutely.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. What's good, y'all? Chics and Flics, Truth on location at the film festival out here in Newark at the Cineplex 12. Got a lot of great independent films being filmed right now, but we're talking about Loretta. We had an event screening. Make sure y'all still come out on the 21st where y'all see that epic release. So tell us a little something about acting. Is this something that you always saw yourself doing, something being in, or it was something else you wanted to do? Because you see his height, so, you know, basketball, something.
Yeah, I always enjoyed watching films and our reenacting, so I didn't really think I wanted to get into acting. I just had fun playing make-believe. So as I got older, I got into other things. It's funny that you said sports because I played football. I played quarterback for a while. And then I think when I got out of college, I was in that drifter period. Right. And I just went through like different jobs and I got into a play and I just took it from there.
All right, so what was the name of the play you played?
Life is Short, Cherish Every Moment. That was the first one I did.
Okay. Now, do you prefer Broadway compared to film, or?
Honestly, I prefer film.
Prefer film?
Yeah, because you get a lot of takes. You mess up, you good.
You mess up, you're good. Just bring that back.
Yeah.
No problem. Now, was this your first film, or?
No, I've done a few. I actually have another one playing here at the festival. It's New York 2150.
At the same festival. That says something.
We're coming out strong. Yeah. But I have two playing here at the festival, and I'm working on a few right now. So there's a couple of things going on.
Now, are there any specific roles that you target, or is it like, give me the script and I'm gonna do my thing? It don't make a difference.
Nah, I feel like as an actor, and actually having some work under your belt, you start to look for different roles that challenge you. I do get typecast a lot though, as like the smooth guys, like, hey, everything's gonna be all right.
Pretty boy, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's like I don't want to be that guy. Like I want to do something gritty. I want to be in like detective shows. So, but yeah, I do see myself getting typecast a lot. But the roles that I want to play or I want to come more so my way are, like I said, the gritty detective roles, the crime stories, the stories with the twist endings, like where you're playing two separate characters, although playing one. So those are the things I look forward to further on down the line.
All right. So, do you have any upcoming films that you could let us know?
Like I said, right now I'm working on not working on. I have New York 2150 that's circulating right now, and Loretta that's done. We're actually working on this movie called Best Friends. That's Anthony's next project. I'm working on another show, two pilots called Miles and Associates, which is kind of like it's a story about a lawyer, and I come in as a detective, and then going further from that, we have another show called The Wild 730s that I'll be playing the same character, and also Curvy Girls Rocks.
So they're keeping you busy.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I can't complain. Yeah.
So please give them all your social media or your information. Let them know where they can reach you. Any directors out there you're looking for this pretty boy right here, or even you got some sports, man. Play sports. Those are also coming up.
Yeah. You can reach me on Instagram at Brandon Russell 42. Facebook Jason Russell. That's simple.
All right, man. This guy's very talented. Make sure y'all reach out. We see y'all here on the 21st for the real grand premiere, y'all. And so we're here with Titan. How you doing? Now this man does a lot of things, so we're gonna get into it in a few seconds. So tell us some of the things that you are involved in other than acting. We're gonna get into that in a second.
Right. All right. Well, I recently graduated college over the summer for music.
Rich people.
Currently, I'm working on my EP, my debut EP. It's coming out October 10th. It's called One Lane. The lane stands for leadership, attitude never ends. So be on the lookout for that. I'm performing September 20th in Queens in Blackthorn 51. I'm performing in front of Universal Records, the Cast of Power. So yeah, it's my debut performance as an artist. So I'm yeah.
So, man, this man is motivated. This pretty much is what he's telling you. So how do you do the balance now? Music, you have EP coming out, and you're also doing acting. How do you know what hat to put on?
Well, I'm very diverse, so you shouldn't really limit yourself to life. So I try to do it all. Like, first of all, my idol is Kanye. So he does music, he does fashion, and he does film sometimes. So, like I look after him. So, pretty much I try to do the same thing. I try to replicate. So, I try to balance them both.
Okay.
I do pretty
So
good.
when you're looking for a role in film,
Right.
because it's a little different, when you're writing your music, you pretty much get the opportunity to pick what you want, how you want it, the lyrics, the track, and everything.
Right.
So when it comes to a role, are you as particular what particular roles you like, or you just go out there like I could do any and all?
Right. I try to try out for everything, whether it's horror, whether it's to be gay scenes. It really doesn't matter because I'm comfortable with who I am. So I try to do it all. Really, it doesn't really matter. To me, I'm diverse. So.
Okay. Now, tell us a little something about the EP. Now, how long has it been in the making?
Since last November.
Okay.
Last November.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many tracks do we have on there?
About 9, maybe 8, 9 tracks. I'm gonna do 8, 9
So I'd
tracks.
say that means 12, but he's not really sure which bangers to hit y'all with, because sometimes you got to save stuff and put it on the side for a rainy day.
Right.
So do we have a release date on that EP, or
October 10th.
October 10th?
October 10th, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
please give them all your social media contact, your information. Let them know where they can get this EP
Got you.
and
Got you.
where they can find you to cast you and all the stuff.
I got you. All right, so you guys can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter on exclusively rated_Titan. My album will be out Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, so be on the lookout. One Lane, October 10th. Catch you guys.
What's good, y'all? It's Truth. One of the chicks actually let me get in front of the camera now, so it's definitely a rare occasion. But I'm going to start this interview off a little different. She's been watching me interview for a while, whatever. But I do want to know this. What keeps your hunger and your drive?
Well, this is something that I've always had in my heart to do, be an actor, author, producer, director, host. It's in my heart, it's in my blood. It's not something that I've watched and, said I want to do that because somebody else is doing it. From a little girl watching TV shows, I some kind of way was thinking about the script,
Right.
What people were saying, and I knew that it was for me for a long time.
So how do you know what hat to put on? Like, how does that thought process go? Okay, well, you know what? Direct or write or star.
I can say that, thank God, I was gifted with the gift to write first. So it started with writing. I wrote my 6 novels, and I wanted to be the one to portray them because I knew them well. And I started acting, and I felt validated because other people started putting me in their projects. I didn't just do my own projects, so I kind of knew, okay, I can act because I'm getting cast, I'm going to auditions, and I'm getting the roles. So the production part of it also comes from being a tourist and wanting to be in control. I'll be honest. That's where it comes from. When you know what you want to do and you know it very clearly, it's hard to give it over to someone else because you will have the most passion for your projects more than anyone else. And if you can lead in that way and people see your passion, then they'll take your projects very seriously too. And I have people that I've worked with, this cast, they've done my A Woman Scorned project, and we continue to work together. Anthony did A Woman Scorned, and now we did Loretta. We're doing Best Friends. I know you heard this already. But, we're forming a close-knit team, and we do a lot, we're self-contained. We really are very talented, So this is just a wonderful thing that we're doing. And I feel honored that you have given me the host hat. I'm still doing the Boss City Chronicles radio show, but from Chics and Flics, it really has opened up another door. It's kind of like when you get on the path, if you stay on that path, other things will open up. If you're in entertainment or if you're a talent, it doesn't really, you're not limited to one area because it's all the same. It's expression. And being able to, put yourself out there. Because let me just say,
Put a hand on the hip and
Loretta,
everything.
let me say, I told Anthony that I really must love him because I was looking a little beat up in Loretta. Okay, I was the mother. I didn't wear
She got her ass
makeup.
whipped.
I got beat up by my daughter. You know, but it wasn't glamorous. But that's the passion. You have to know. I mean, even in real life, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to be able to be weak sometimes and vulnerable. You know what I mean? But I watched it. I'm like, oh, I look horrible. But I did my thing.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes.
So, other than Best Friends that we've heard about,
Yes.
do you have any other roles that you would love to be in or that you are in? And also, we want to know, is there another book in the near future? Maybe you could leak the name. I don't know.
Yes, I will leak it. Well, for one, being at the Newark International Film Festival today, the weekend where True to the Game is starting and being released, Terry Woods is the queen or the first hood book writer. And I pitched my story, my first story to her to publish it, All That Glitters. And it was very similar, the stories, and she passed it up. And I continued to, publish the book. And just to be here on that same weekend with a film, it's not the same film, but that gives me the inspiration that I'm going to get All That Glitters out there. Shining Stars, the sequel, so that means I'll have 2 movies. We're trying to talk about doing A Woman Scorned as a television show. And then The Robin Hoods is dear to my heart. It is another film that today I was able to put the book of the Robin Hoods in the hands of the person who 2 years ago I made an actor's wish list.
Right.
And the main character, I wanted Lance Gross to play it. So my dreams are just like coming true.
Up.
I walked in at the end of his event, toward the end, and got right on that line and was able to tell him of my dream of having him play. So I'm putting it out there. If it happens, you guys are the first person to hear it. When it happens, you guys were the first person to hear it. So you know what? It's really about perseverance. There are many nights where you will cry. You will ask yourself, am I crazy? Everyone doesn't see your vision all the time, and your mind can start playing tricks on you. But it's great when you have good people that keep pushing you and telling you, no, you're not crazy. You're crazy if you quit. So I want to thank you for that.
Always.
Sometimes I got to text you and you got to take me off the ledge and tell me it's going to be all right. And I know, but it's not an easy task. And that's why I say when people see, other people doing something and they want to do it for that reason, those are the people that drop off, very, very quickly, because this is not a game. It's a lot of work. We are,
absolutely.
I mean, we are 24/7 texting about where we're going next. We have our itinerary, and we're serious about this thing.
All right, y'all, you heard it. So we got look out, and I just wanted to put an exclamation point on that. We walked in the event, and she didn't put her bag down. She went straight online. She didn't sit down. She went straight to the line, and it was wonderful the fact that you had typecast a gentleman 2 years ago and finally had the opportunity to get in front of this gentleman. And I tell you, that man grabbed that book like it was nothing other. So it was wonderful. And this young lady drive is whoa, like she helps me push myself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Absolutely.
So make sure y'all come out on the 21st for the grand of Loretta. It's going to be an epic film. We'll have you laughing, some great actors, some great actresses. Make sure y'all here.
Okay, wait a second.
What you got?
Why I can't share how to people? You don't want nobody to get in touch with me?
Oh, they already know to get in touch with you.
Yes.
That's true, but she got like 70,000 of them. Okay, what you got?
Chics and Flics.
Start from the beginning.
Okay, we have the Boss Lady Chronicles radio show on Fridays. We have Chics and Flics on Saturdays. And any other day of the week, you can find me on Facebook, Erica, Ericka, Monique Williams. I have a fan page of the same name. I have a fan page, E-Boogie Films, fan page, Chics and Flicks, fan page,
got so many of them. That's what I tell you about this lady grind.
But
it's
Instagram,
serious.
Chics and Flicks, Boss Lady Radio Show And last but not least, again, Erica Monique Williams. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Chics and Flicks. We ain't going nowhere.
I think they're just funny because I guess they see like we're not just in the studio. We travel, we go places, and these young ladies have me running around, and it's a wonderful thing, and I want to thank you for it. Yeah. So we see y'all soon.